You are watching YETicket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is YETicket.com, YETicket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right.
Hey, I'm Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Now, just imagine, you just got off the boat. Okay, the boat from England. And this is like the 17th century, around that time. And you have no books to read. You have no neighbors, no one else to talk to except for the people in your community, fundamentalist pilgrims. You just see the Native Americans, but you really can't communicate with them. You probably don't. Well, you're thinking it's only about God. Well, this is the background for the movie The Witch. Now, this is directed by Robert Eggers. Now, Robert Eggers also wrote the screenplay for this, and he supposedly is taking some of the dialogue from 17th century documents that he found or read or that he researched, and it's about the Puritan folklore too about witches. Now he's turning this into a horror film. The Witch is supposed to be a horror film. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about the story. Well, again, the fundamentalists, the pilgrims, they have their own wall, their settlement there in New England, as they call it. And you know, you got these religious rules, laws, that what they believe in. But there's a family, William the Woodcutter, and his wife, Kate. They getting ready to get kicked out. In fact, they did get kicked out of there because of some rule they didn't follow. So they had to find their own little space there. And, you know, with their kids, they got to figure out how to grow food, build houses, things like that. But unfortunately, they can't grow food that well. Getting water is a hassle, but the whole conversation that the parents have with their kids and the parents have with each other, it's only about God. Sure, they might talk about some of the kids' issues or some of their own little personal issues, but that's all they talk about. Remember, they have no other books, anything like that to read. But then, one day, as the oldest daughter was taking care of their young baby, and she was playing a game, the kid disappears. Who took the kid? They said it was a wolf. And then they said it was a witch. They don't know. Wow. What excitement is that? Also, their little establishment is on the edge of some forbidding forest there that, you know, they're really afraid to go into. And it's also hard to hunt for food too, at, you know, where they're at and at that time. They're in New England. Man, just imagine that life. Well, Eggers did a good job of that. But did he make this into a good horror film? No, not for me. Because there was no jump out of your seat moments, anything like that. And it did show some witches, but, you know, they were not that horrifying to me. There's a few mysteries there that he tried to, you know, make it come alive or answer, but it still wasn't enough for me. Now, the acting, though, you know, with the cast, you know, they got Anna Taylor-Joy, Ralph Ensign, Kate Dickie, Harvey Shinshaw, Ellie Granger, and Lucas Dawson. Well, I thought their acting was pretty good for what they had to do. I think they really believed that they were there in New England at that time. So I will applaud that. The acting among the cast was pretty good because, you know, they show the struggles and things like that, you know, internally, and also you can feel it. And the film was shot in some type of gray. You never really saw any sunshine at all. It was, you know, it was always blah. It wasn't that... wasn't nothing happy about it at all. And then just think about those times. Those people really endured a lot, and he showed that, the director, Robert Eggers, how much they had to endure. But I couldn't endure the horror because there really wasn't any. It wasn't that scary. The film was slow, and they try to put these ideas in your mind about the horror and things like that, but it didn't work for me. But I will say this is an average film. It's not above average. I'm only giving this 2 palm trees. I'm Al McGee. It really takes a lot to scare me, or it really takes a lot for a good filmmaker to make for me to say, this is a scary film, but it's not. Hey, thanks for watching Your Entertainment Ticket. I really appreciate it. Watch for our next movie review or interview. Thank you.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movie